Hello, wine lovers. Welcome to my channel about wine and grapes. Today, we're diving into the story behind one of South Africa's most iconic and sometimes controversial grapes, Pinotage. This variety stands out not just for its unique flavors, but for its rich, unexpected history and its vibrant role in shaping South African wine culture. As always, your thoughts and experiences are what make this channel special, so if you've ever tasted Pinotage, or if you have a favorite wine made from it, share your impressions in the comments below. I'd love to hear which bottles you've tried and how you felt about them. The origins of Pinotage are almost mythical. In 1925, Professor Abraham Isaac Perold at Stellenbosch University dreamed of creating a grape perfectly suited to South Africa's climate, a variety that could withstand the intense heat while maintaining elegance and aromatic complexity. He chose to cross Pinot Noir, a grape revered for its delicate flavors and structure, with Cinsault, locally known as Hermitage, which was rugged, productive, and heat-tolerant. What happened next is the stuff of legend. After successfully breeding 4 tiny seedlings, Perold left them in his university garden before moving on to a new job. These precious vines were nearly destroyed when workers were sent to clear the garden, but fate intervened. Dr. Charlie Niehaus, a young lecturer, happened to pass by and rescued the vines just in time. They were then replanted, giving Pinotage its miraculous second chance at life. Without this lucky rescue, South Africa's wine history would look very different. Despite such a dramatic beginning, Pinotage did not find immediate favor in the vineyards of South Africa. Winemakers were excited to experiment, but the results were mixed to say the least. Pinotage's bold, sometimes wild personality was tricky to tame. Early attempts produced wines that had strange, mystifying aromas, often described as acetone, paint thinner, or burnt rubber. These off-putting traits gave the grape a reputation as an unruly outsider, even in its home country. But innovation persisted. By 1959, the first ever commercial Pinotage wine was released by Lanzerac Wine Estate, marking an important milestone in South African wine history. Through the next decades, with advances in viticulture and winemaking, Pinotage evolved. Careful vineyard management, better temperature control during fermentation, and the use of clean, modern barrels helped diminish those off-tones and unlock the grape's potential. Today, Pinotage stands proud as South Africa's signature grape. So what does Pinotage taste like? Great Pinotage is full-bodied and complex, offering intense notes of black cherry, plum, raspberry, and blackberry. These ripe fruit layers are often complemented by hints of chocolate, coffee, tobacco, and earth. Winemakers play with its natural personality, sometimes bringing out smokiness, black pepper, or sweet spices, depending on how the wine is made. Texturally, Pinotage can be lush and velvety, with well-structured tannins that give the wines depth and longevity. Some producers prefer a softer, fruit-forward style, while others craft bolder, age-worthy expressions with profound savoriness. Food pairings. Pinotage's robust flavors mean it's perfect alongside grilled meats, barbecued lamb, hearty stews, spicy sausages, or smoky vegetarian dishes. Its earthiness works wonders with mushrooms and roasted root vegetables, while fruity Pinotage pairs beautifully with aged cheeses. Here's a question for you all. What foods do you love to pair with bold red wines? Drop your recommendations in the comments to inspire our growing community. Pinotage's versatility doesn't stop at powerful reds. Innovative winemakers in South Africa have created delicious rosé wines from Pinotage, often bursting with vibrant strawberry, cherry, and subtle spice notes. These wines are incredibly refreshing and suited to warm weather sipping. Even more intriguing, Pinotage is now being used in sparkling wine production. South Africa's answer to champagne is called Méthode Cap Classique, MCC, made using traditional bottle fermentation. Pinotage-based MCC, often delicately pink, offers lively bubbles, bright acidity, and playful berry aromas. A modern, energetic twist on an old classic. While technically possible, Pinotage white wine remains a rare curiosity, arising from fermenting the juice with minimal skin contact. Such wines are more novelties for wine geeks than mainstream releases. Pinotage is now solidly South Africa's calling card, representing around 7% of national plantings. Iconic wineries such as Cannenkop, Beierskloof, Diemersfontein, Delheim, and Simmonsig have become Pinotage specialists, producing everything from affordable daily drinkers to highly sought-after collector's bottles. For example, Cannenkop's Black Label Pinotage is celebrated as one of the country's finest reds, a wine capable of aging gracefully for 20 years or more, developing layers of dried fruit, spices, and tobacco over time. Diemersfontein famously crafts a coffee Pinotage, emphasizing the chocolate and mocha notes through modern techniques. Don't underestimate Pinotage's aging potential. Well-made bottles can mature beautifully for a decade or longer, gaining sophistication and nuance akin to classic old-world reds. Pinotage's journey isn't limited to South Africa anymore. Small vineyards in New Zealand, the United States, especially California, Canada, Israel, and even Zimbabwe have planted Pinotage, though the grape achieves its greatest expression in South Africa's varied terroir. International Pinotage is still a niche product, often loved by adventurous wine drinkers looking for something different from local Cabernet, Shiraz, or Pinot Noir. In its homeland, Pinotage has become a symbol of national pride and innovation. Each October, Pinotage Day is celebrated with tastings, festivals, and social media campaigns. Even young winemakers, originally skeptical about the grape, are now embracing it and introducing global audiences to its charms. If you've ever tried a Pinotage from outside South Africa or visited a South African winery, share your experience below. I'm always curious to hear how this grape is interpreted around the globe. Modern Pinotage producers are deeply committed to sustainability, using eco-friendly farming, monitoring soil health, and minimizing chemical inputs. Many are certified under rigorous ethical and environmental standards, making Pinotage a responsible choice for those who care about the planet. Ongoing innovation is everywhere, with winemakers experimenting with fermentation vessels, from stainless steel and concrete to amphora, oak types and lengths of aging, and blended wines that incorporate Pinotage alongside Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, or Shiraz. Scientists are exploring Pinotage's genetics to improve disease resistance and climate adaptability, ensuring the grape remains viable as weather patterns shift. Excitingly, young winemakers are crafting new wave Pinotage, lighter in color, with lower alcohol and crisper tannins, designed to appeal to modern palates. These wines are already impressing critics and winning awards in major international competitions. The future looks bright, with Pinotage poised to become a global ambassador for South Africa's innovation and excellence. In summary, Pinotage is more than just a grape. It's a symbol of South African courage, creativity, and continual evolution. From its miraculous rescue nearly a century ago to its rise as a flagship variety and its exciting reinventions in sparkling wine, rosé, and classic reds, Pinotage invites you to taste the spirit of South Africa. If you see a bottle at your local wine shop, or if you fancy a new rosé or sparkling, don't hesitate to try Pinotage and share your experience. If this video brought you new insights, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of wine and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let's keep this friendly wine conversation flowing. Let me know your thoughts, food pairings, and Pinotage stories in the comments. And if you have suggestions for future grape spotlights, I'd love to hear them. See you soon, and may your glass be filled with bright impressions.